Hello and welcome back to my small little library. Let's talk about my August TBR, which, to be honest, is kind of Brandon Sanderson heavy, but that has a reason. But yeah, going into August, obviously, summertime, I am on a holiday for 1 week. Together with some friends, my partner and I, we are going to Denmark. We have rented like a little cottage on the sea, and so yeah, I don't know how much I will be able to read them this week. I will take a lot of books, to be honest, just so I have a lot of like things I can choose from, because our friends are kind of like getting up rather late normally, and I'm definitely an early riser, so I might have some time in the mornings to read. And so yeah, as we do definitely want to chill a lot and like really deflate, yeah, I will take some reading there. But yeah, that is already 1 week of August, and then yeah, we'll see how the rest will go. But yeah, I'm gonna do the Brandon Sanderson books last and talk about the rest that I want to read first. But yeah, so let's start with another fantasy, because one can never read enough fantasy in a month. So yeah, I decided I want to start with a second series by David Eddings, which is the Malarian series. This one comes after the Belgariath series. Is it called that? I think it's called that. But yeah, so I think this continues after the first series. So yeah, so this plays 11 years after the first series. I liked the first series. I didn't love it. I thought it was at some points average. Some points were great, others weren't. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to see where it goes. I own the complete second series as well. I got these secondhand. So yeah, kind of interested to see where this is going, because it's kind of like more for classical fantasy, which I do like now and then. And I loved the ending of the last one because of how the women like all kind of like showed their colors, and I really enjoyed that. So hopefully we will see a little bit more in that. But yeah, we'll see. Then the next one I definitely want to read is a Michael Crichton book. I still haven't read the last one by him that I started, which was a medical thriller about abortions. I really didn't enjoy the start, or like the complete thing, just because it's such a heavy topic. So I put that down, haven't picked that up again. So I thought, let's just go for a little bit of a less heavy topic when it comes to Michael Crichton. So yeah, this is Timeline, which also has a movie out there, and I think this is the movie version. I really hate books that have like movie covers. I'm really not a big fan, but yeah, when I get books secondhand, can't really choose that much if you buy them in like big lots. But yeah, this has something to do with the timeline. I don't know. I don't really know what it's about. But yeah, some people find something, and then there's a great conspiracy of themes, and then no idea. Actually, the back really doesn't tell that much either. So yeah, a little bit of a surprise coming to that. The next book I want to read is one I want to finish, because as you can see, I'm already quite far into it, but I kind of lost interest and haven't picked this up for like, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months. So yeah, this is Map of Bones by James Rowlands. I like the beginning of the novel. The more we get into it, the less I kind of like it. It's kind of convoluted, and yeah, it's a lot of like assaults on our main team who try to like stop a group of people who want to hurt other people, kind of. And yeah, they kind of like go from historical setting to historical setting. They get ambushed every time, and then kind of like everyone survives every time, so there aren't really high stakes. So yeah, which is why I kind of lost interest, but I kind of want my bookmark back. So I have decided I will finish this one this month. It's kind of good if I finish started books. I do have phases where I start a lot of books and then not finish them, and I have a lot of books with bookmarks in them. on my shelves. Well, not a lot of books, but like maybe 5, 6 who have bookmarks in them that I just didn't finish and that I really need to get to. Then the next one, this also has a bookmark in it, but only because I started it yesterday. So yeah, but yeah, that is pretty much the first book I want to read in August, and that is Children of Memory, the third book in the Children of Time series. I absolutely loved this series. It already starts great again in this book, so yeah, I have high hopes for this one. Can't tell you what it's about because it is the third part in a series, but the beginning plays on a totally different planet than the other 2 books, which is kind of nice. So yeah, totally looking forward to how this book is. And yeah, it only came later, not yesterday, the day before that. So yeah, I had to pick it up like directly. Then to get a little bit away from like the more like fantasy sci-fi books, I want to pick up a horror book, and I decided on The Farm by Scott Nicholson. This is pretty much like a single mom who marries someone who lives on a farm and in like a smaller village type of setting, and she takes her son and they move there, and at first they think it's great, and then they're kind of like dark secrets coming out, and so yeah, at some point there's horror setting in. But yeah, I think it sounds great. I got it in like horror book box, so I don't really know much about the author or the book, but yeah, I thought I might need like at least one horror book to get a little bit of like different genres in 1 month, you know. And then the last book that isn't Brandon Sanderson is a Dennis Lehane book, and it's A Drink Before the War, and this is pretty much about 2 detectives who open their own like detective agency, and then some politicians offer them like a deal to investigate something, and yeah, from there on, who knows. But yeah, I love a good detective novel. Absolutely loved Shutter Island, which is the only book I read by Dennis Lehane so far. So hopefully this is as good as Shutter Island. I'm not so sure it will be, because Shutter Island was a brilliant book. But yeah, I have kind of high hopes. So yeah, really interested to finally read another book by him, because to be honest, if you haven't read Shutter Island, you should absolutely read it. Even if you've watched the movie, even though they did do a good job of making the book into a movie, but yeah, I really loved the book, and I haven't seen that much of the movie, but I talked with my partner about it, and we kind of compared the movie and the book, and yeah, actually it's supposed to be a really great movie, but the book is just chef's kiss, you know. And then let's come to all of the Brandon Sanderson books I want to read. I don't know how realistic this is that I will get through all of these, but we will try. So the first one is Words of Radiance Part 1. I got the email today that my Oathbringer editions from like the matching ones to these are on their way now, or they are getting prepared to ship now, and I still haven't picked up Words of Radiance, and I kind of wanted to read them before the next ones come. So yeah, that's probably not gonna happen, because look at the size of this book. But I'm looking forward to continuing the story. I'm just so afraid of these bigger books. It was the same with The Hero of Ages. So yeah, but that is the reason I at least want to read Part 1 this month, but yeah, it's so massive. But I'm kind of looking forward to learning more about Shalyn. She wasn't my favorite in the first, but now that I have a little bit of like some space between me and the first book, I kind of want to know more about what happens to Shalyn. So yeah, we'll see how I fare with getting through this one. And then, because obviously one massive Brandon Sanderson isn't enough, I kind of want to try and get through the second Mistborn trilogy. I got these in the mail on Saturday or on Friday, and yeah, I want to read them. I'm so impatient. I really want to read them right away. So yeah, my plan is kind of to take these on holiday with me. I don't know, they probably won't look as pristine then, but I kind of am in the mood to take them on the holiday with me. Obviously, I won't read 3 books in a week-long holiday. That would be pretty like amazing, so I don't think that will happen. But yeah, these aren't so long, so maybe there would be a chance that I can at least finish one. But yeah, I kind of really want to read this series now that I finished with the first Miss Bond trilogy, because obviously I have a lot of different other Brandon Sanderson series still open, or like also standalones. Like I haven't read Brawlbreaker yet, I haven't read Elantris yet. Pretty much I only read the first Miss Bond trilogy, his Kickstarter books, and one short story collection. So I haven't really read, well, and the first book of this. So yeah, I kind of want to finish the Miss Bond books so that I can focus on his other series, so that I can like read these ones a little bit more efficiently. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but yeah, I've heard that these ones aren't supposed to be as good as the first three, so I'm kind of interested to see why that is. I personally think this setting might be really interesting to me, because it obviously it's set in like a few hundred years, I think, after the first trilogy. Like a lot has changed at this point, and I'm kind of interested to see how the world has changed, you know. So yeah, those are all of the books I would love to read in August. Is it realistic I will finish all of these? No, it's never that realistic. Even though if I might like read a lot of books, I rarely ever finish my physical TBR because I pick up audiobooks along the way. Mostly the audiobooks aren't fitting to my physical TBR because I get them from a library, and you can't get everything when you want it, you know, and especially like Brandon Sanderson is really popular, so the books are often not available to get. But yeah, that is a quick little TBR video, just to give you like, you know, a fast little video this week. Yeah, kind of, I don't know. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this. Maybe leave your opinions down below if you have read any of the books, and tell me if you think they were good or not. And yeah, hopefully I will see you on the next video. Leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, bye bye.